Hi, beautiful people. It's another beautiful day that I'm grateful for. We all are. Don't worry about anything, okay? Hi. Today, when I got up after my prayers, the first thing that came into my mind was let's have a great time touring Tisha Creations Arts and Crafts Gallery with you all, okay? So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's begin. Let's begin with my best friend. That's my painting. Remember, I was telling I was a self taught artist, and there are two paintings that I really, really love in my house are these two. I pray every day so many times in front of these paintings. And this one, Mother Mary and Child, was my very first oil painting so many years back, which is 33 years back. Okay, I even though I was a self-taught artist, that time when I was doing this painting, I didn't know I was doing all watercolors and pencils and all. I didn't know how to use oil. So I went to an instructor in Cochin City when I was doing my master's. This instructor was teaching right next to my university, the college that I was studying. So while I was doing my master's, this art guru, came to our college for something, and then I came to know about him. So I asked him, like, can I come to your class and take some oil mixing classes? So this is the very first painting I did, and this is my Jesus, my best friend, and his painting was done when me and my family were building a house in the city where I was living for many, many, many years, which is 24 years where I am right now. Okay, so you can see now when I got up, took a shower, went to the garden when I came downstairs and plucked my garden flowers. Every day I do that. So today I got all bunch of flowers, my orange rose, my red rose, clematis, my gardenia still blooming. I got that. And after I pluck my flowers, I do my prayers by let's light the incense. That's the first thing I do before I do anything that makes me feel better. Everybody does different ways, right? So this is my way of thanking for today. So that is done. So you saw my Jesus painting. I did, you won't believe, when my children's dad was getting ready in the morning to go to office, and I just took this canvas on my easel, kept it there, thinking that, okay, I have to paint this for the house we are building. When we moved to this place, we were living in an apartment 1 year, and we started building the house, and I had to do everything in that house by myself, including all the draperies, all the balances, everything in the house, in a small apartment, in a small place. You can say like maybe like a bathroom, small bathroom, powder room space. I was sitting on the floor and cutting some woods and stuff to make the balances and stitched all the curtains for the entire house, which was around 25,000 square footage, not 1,000, 2,500 square footage house. So we never have to buy Venetian blinds for that house. And before I get into that house, I wanted to place my Jesus picture on that house. So I had to finish this house. So one day morning, I put the easel after doing all the work, kids send kids to school, and my kid's dad was getting ready to go to office. He saw this easel, and when he came back in the evening, he was amazed. He said, "I'm amazed to see this painting is all done while I was doing the housework and everything in between." So that fast, that painting was done. And this painting, Mother Mary and Baby Jesus, that was the first painting in oil. That was back in India. I was doing in my hometown, Kerala, while I was doing my master's, that I already told you. And that took a while because that was my first painting. It took almost 3-4 days to do that. Okay, since we did everything for Jesus and the prayers are all done, let's move on to the next one. That those two paintings I told you, it's very important for me. That's why I was explaining that much. And every painting that I have in my house that I do is from my heart. So I can never sell those. I can reproduce them if someone asks. I can repaint it for them, reproduce it, but I cannot sell my own original paintings for the same reason, because it's my heart. It's very close to my heart. All right, so this is where I keep and do the prayers right in front of the staircase. So when I come from upstairs in the morning after taking a shower and doing my exercise and prayers and all those stuff, what I see first is that painting. That's the reason I kept it there. Most people will keep Jesus painting if you're a Christian, and if you're in any other religion also, you have specific places to keep that. This is my place because that's where I see him first. Okay, so now let's move on to my living room, our living room, me and my families. Okay, so the first one I'm going to show, this painting. With the glare right now, it's not that visible. Maybe I can turn off the light and show you. No. Okay. So the glare is on that side now. This is a painting. This is a masterpiece painting of an American artist. And one day I was going to the library here, and I was looking through all these books and the art books. And there was a book full of great masterpieces of artists. So I found this page in that small book, and I thought, oh my gosh, I am so, so, so loving this, because I'm crazy about mountains, waterfalls, rivers, and all those stuff. And I don't get time or I can say, yeah, I don't get time to travel much. I don't travel at all. The only time I travel is going to see my parents back in India. I save all my time, all my vacation from work to go and see my parents. So I don't get to travel much. So I still can go to the place that I live in. Has full of mountains and waterfalls and all. My daughter studied in that place also, so I used to go there often. Every weekend I used to go just drive around in the mountains and waterfalls, and I drive miles and miles in the mountains. Just driving makes me feel good. So when I saw this picture, the masterpiece, I cannot actually remember the name. It was a long time ago. I did this painting when I was in Florida. I thought, okay, I have to have this in my living room. Why don't I just take the copy of that page, come home and paint it? So I did it. I took the copy of the page from the library, came home and did this painting. And I love this painting. The reason is you can see so many details in this painting. Like you can see a cross, and you can see two people sitting there and praying. There are some birds here and there, and here also there are some birds. It's too many details in this painting. You can see, I'll show you close by. There are some teeny weeny waterfalls and some houses far away there. And this is my favorite waterfall. I wish I have a house over here, like where, like here somewhere, so I can sit, open my windows every morning, and every whole day I can sit there, watch, sing, and dance, talk to my birds, talk to the nature, and the breeze, and the rain, and the sunshine. Wow, I get so excited when I talk about waterfalls, mountains, and rivers. So that painting is done. Now, next one. This is a small painting which shows my hometown. It's not actually, yeah, it's a border of Kerala state and Tamil Nadu state, I believe. Yeah, I think that's what it is, in India. So that I used to go there with my family. So that is that painting. Okay, the next one is, this is one of my favorite. You know why? When you see this painting, I'll show you close by. This is also waterfall. I made it up. Actually, the water here, you see four people sitting there. My dad there. I can see, you can see, these are my family. My dad is a hard working. Dad is 88 years old now, but all his life he's practiced as a physician, and he worked almost 24 hours, I believe. That hard working, very quiet, gentle, very patient dad, but people used to call him doctor of poor people. He used to help them so much. He's amazing, but at the same time, he always made sure he took his wife and children, three girls, everywhere during weekend, like hill stations and all. So this is on the way to Munnar, a hill station, and we used to get down in between, go to the stream like this, and take a shower, take a bath. I mean, like we are in the water all the time. Whenever we look for water. So my mom and dad was so much fun loving. They gave us so much enjoyment while we were growing up. And my mom, like I said in the other video, she had so many talents, but she sacrificed everything for her family, um, sacrificing all her talents, and she chose to take care of all of us doing household work. And she was perfect in that. She's still going on as a 77-year-old woman. She's still going on. So you can see my dad and my mom is standing over there. She's always like that. She stand over there and watch, to make sure we are all safe. That's her main duty, making sure we are all safe. So I'm sitting on the rock. My two sisters are in the water with my dad. And this one, I made it up because the water is actually the water we were going in. And the waterfall you can see behind, that is called Adirampalli. I just mixed both together. So I can have this water, my memories, and the waterfalls memory, that I went to Adirampalli. My dad used to take us there too. And now let's move on to the next one. So that painting is called Sweet Memories, okay? And this painting, next one, is called Impatient Waiting. I named that. You can see two girls. I painted them as two sisters, in olden days, like in my generation and all, ladies, doesn't matter how educated they are, they may not go to work after they get married. And some people in older generation, I'm saying, they are all like, the husband and family treat them like princesses. They stay home, they dress up, wait for their husband to come back from office to take them for movies. So this is called impatient waiting. These two ladies are waiting for their husbands to come home so they all can go out and enjoy movie and dinner and all those stuff. And you can see the details. You have to see the details in their dresses. And the curtains behind them, I made it look like little palace like. I love the old and traditional themes. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is one of the places that my dad practiced as a physician, called Muttagon. Sorry. And there you can see I made it up like, all the religion is combined there. You can see a mosque, you can see a temple, and you can see a church there. And again, the backwaters. I love backwaters. And you can see a lady going to work with a basket, picking up something, and a guy is standing there watching the elephant getting a shower by himself. I love elephants. My house is full of elephants. Actually, I bought one elephant and told my kids I love elephants, and they started bringing. Every time they buy something, they buy elephants or horses. I love horses too. So one time I had to tell them, please don't do this anymore. I can't fill up my house with too much stuff. And you can see all the coconut trees if you are not from Kerala. Kerala is full of coconut trees. We make food with coconut. Okay, so that's what that painting is. It's a small painting. And we'll move on to the next one. This is one of my most favorite ones. The name of this painting is Old Age Home. So I'm just imagining it can be me or someone else. We never know what brings tomorrow, right? So I'm imagining I'm a 90-year-old woman lying right in front of that bench. Okay? This is the bench over here. There is a bed, and a 90-year-old woman is lying over there. She can get up. She is really sick, and she has no money to fix the broken window. And it's raining outside, and the water is flowing out. She can fix the window. Look at that beautiful raindrops. You can see it. And she's looking at that beautiful raindrops, still smiling, thanking God, the Creator, for all her life, whatever the beautiful things happened in her life. She's still thanking. It's the painting of gratitude and and hope. She's 90-year-old. She still has hope. And I think it was kind of me I'm representing that old woman for. Anyway, and you see all this, like, I love the rain. I love the rain. So that's another reason I put rain as the theme. And you see this, and you see three pictures. One is Jesus in the middle. That's my daughter's friend gave me one time. It's a glass one. You can see an image in the inside the glass. And my older daughter and my younger daughter on either side of it. These two pictures are very, very dear to my heart because there's one time where so many bad things were going on. They were at that age, 11 and 7 years old. And I still, uh, what do you say, those were the very difficult time, but I still thank for those times. And at that time we went to the studio and took those pictures, and I still have it in my work. Jesus in the middle, and my daughters on either side. I still have it in my work desk. For so many years I had it in my work desk. And the coconut, tender coconut, it shows, remember I was telling the old lady can be me or someone else. So the old lady is the loves tender coconut, and I don't know that lady is gonna be uh, at the later ages. She's gonna be where she is now, or she's back in her hometown. So that represents wherever she's lying down. It can be her hometown Kerala, or it can be here. So that represents that. And that flower vase, I just showed you Jesus painting. The flower vase that I keep is the same flower vase. I will be still keeping the flower vase with the flower from my garden. Doesn't matter how old I am after the prayer and stuff. That will still continue even if I am 90-year old. That's what it shows. So, okay, the next one. This is called fire. That's a hibiscus flower. I love hibiscus flower. We see a lot of hibiscus flower in my hometown when I grew up, and it's still there in most of the houses back in Kerala. And it is a victim. Fire, it means it is an abusive victim. That flower represents an abusive victim. And you can see all the red colors falling, that represents blood, and it's looking down on someone to be rescued. Okay. And every night when I go to bed, before I go to bed, and in the morning, every time I I pray for one person, and I do believe that person is mentally and physically rescued 100% from abuse. That's one of my prayers. I wish everyone prays for that one person every night. I'm very 100% sure that person is rescued that day. Millions and millions of people are there abused mentally and physically every single day. So at least if one person can pray for one, that child or who are being abused can be rescued. That's what I believe. Okay. Now let's move on to the next one. That is called Bharatanatyam. I know in India everybody knows that, but this is for my non-Indian friends also. It's a form of dance, traditional classical dance that mostly perform in southern part of India, and that's their costume. And I love the scene of temples. It makes me feel so good to see the art that goes in those buildings and the people coming there for prayer and all their rituals and all the stuff. I grew up with my friends, Hindu friends, and I grew up one time, half of the time I grew up with Muslim friends, and another time I grew up with Hindu friends. So I have so much respect for all the religion, and I know all their religious practices too. Everybody has some meaning in whatever they do, everything that makes them feel good, whatever they believed in, right? So this girl is performing Bharatanatyam dance, and this dance takes so many years to learn. And after you have to graduate. After you graduate from that dance, only you can perform on a stages. That will be a like a graduation day ceremony also after the graduation ceremony. Anyway, she's dancing in front of the temple, which there is a little water. See, I have water in all of my paintings. I love water. I'm so scared of water. I can't swim well, but I love to see the water. That's all I can say. Don't tell me to get inside the water in the deep waters. I can't swim. So she's dancing, and you can see elephants dressed up. Those are elephants dressed up for the temple ceremonies, festivals, and behind is the temple. She's happily dancing. I love to dance. I love any form of dance. And I'm not a trained dancer. I picked it up myself. I think God has given me that talent to pick up any dance after watching 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, I learned Western or Eastern, any dance. That's a gift. Thank God for that gift. Okay, let's move to the next one. This one, the name of this painting is Morning Glory. See that? This is one of the things that I like to do in the morning. It's like so beautiful, so romantic. When I see the water, I'm in romance with nature. I love that. Look at that in the morning. She doesn't have any water facilities at home. She goes in the morning to the stream to take some water so she can do all the household chores with that water, cooking and bath and all those stuff. You can see it very clearly. And there is a kind of little hill, rock there. She's standing inside the water. She's not just picking up water. She's actually enjoying it, singing. Very playful. And you can see the fog behind her, the morning glory. Okay, the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this is the fisher woman who used to come to my parents' house for selling fish. She doesn't exactly look like her because I didn't want to copy a real person. But she was a very sweet lady. She comes home and she talks a lot. My mom and dad and us loved her. She's very fun loving and she used to crack jokes. So this is her house. The fishermen back in Kerala, the fishermen live next to the sea. And the guys go out in the morning into the sea and catch fishes, and their wives take it in the that is, you can see the basket full of fish. And this is kind of dried banana leaf. I think that's what it is. And this is what they put it on their head, so they can you put it on the head first, and then you put this basket on that round thing, and cover with this dried banana leaf, and you cover with this, and when she goes to the houses, she take it out, and sometimes she put the fish on it and the people buy it. It will be fresh fish. So you can see the sea behind. You can see people and the boats. You see people and the boats. They are all over there just coming back from, they go early morning, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, something, I'm not really sure. And they come back. They all come back right now, and they are like dividing the fish. So their wives or the ladies will go and sell it, take it to sell the house, sell it in their neighborhoods or anywhere they go. That's done. So the next one. Those are, the name of the picture is Arms of Love. That is, do you see the arm? The hand? That is my hand. my feet in the water. You know, I love water. I love to put my feet in the water. And I love anglets. In Malayalam, it's Padaswaram. In Hindi, it is Payal. And I love, love, love to wear piles, anklets, Padaswaram. That's one of my favorite things that I do. Even when I go to work, um, here I wear it in one leg. And look at the bangles. I wear bangles and the anklets every day. But this COVID time, I'm not doing it. But I wear it every day. And now, these two princesses are my princesses. My older one, this is my older one, this is my younger one, and I am holding my arms around them, and they are dancing, and you can see the light from above, the grace of God. So, this is about love and the grace and the happiness and the peace, everything together. My children have curly hair like me, and the light is falling on the water. So that is my painting. And the next one. This is a huge painting called Romance. Do you see a temple scene? I love temple scenes. And I love cloudy days, rainy, cloudy days. That's my favorite time of the day. If it is cloudy and rainy, doesn't matter. I like sunshine too, but I feel much, much happier when it is cloudy. It's time about to rain, and you can see the rainbow. See, it's a cloudy time. And did you notice the peacock and a lady standing there? And did you notice another peacock there? That's the male peacock. Hope you all know male peacock is the one which spreads wings, the most beautiful one. And the female peacock doesn't do that. So, the rainy, cloudy day, to attract the female peacock, the male peacock spreads his wings. So, this is the beautiful lady standing there. She's waiting for her soulmate to join her to enjoy that evening for the prayer in the temple and then enjoy the evening. And she's telling the female peacock, don't you want to go to your soulmate? He's waiting for you there behind there, spreading wings. She's happily saying, thinking that I'm going to join my soulmate too soon. So that's what it's the name of the painting is, Romance.